Yo, what up? My name's Jay. Welcome to the Lazy Lads. This is 10 short films that I think you should watch right now. And guess what? All of them are on YouTube.
Starting us off first with the Spider-Verse story, The Spider Within. This one just dropped a couple of days ago by Sony. It's directed by Drell Dampierre. Excuse me if I mispronounced that. But this was primarily funded by Kevin Love, the basketball player. And it is a film about how everyone deals with anxiety. It's a pretty fun watch, pretty spooky at moments. Give it a look. Up next, we have The Vandal. This one was kind of hard to find. It doesn't have too many views, but it is uploaded by The New Yorker on YouTube. This one deals with grieving and loss of oneself and a loved one. It is very deep, very emotional. This one really surprised me here. Can't believe this one hasn't been talked about more or viewed more for that matter. I saw it thanks to Corridor Crew. Check them out as well. Up next, we have Gruff by Righteous Robot. This one I have been following for quite a while, actually. They have some amazing behind-the-scenes footage of how they did all these paper puppets. Very entertaining stuff if you are into filmmaking. A must-watch, in my opinion. Up next, we have Watermelon Girl by Southern Shoddy. Man, Southern Shoddy is another great one to be following if you are a aspiring filmmaker or you're just a really big fan of this stuff here. Southern Shoddy has been doing it for quite a minute. I heard that this one has taken him 5 years to create. He does all of this on his own. Texturing, lighting, animation, all within Blender, I believe. He could be using other things as well for compositing, but he is doing his main workflow in Blender. This is quite the impressive work. Check his stuff out. He's got plenty of things, and if you want some of his texture packs or anything like that for your own projects, he actually sells them. That's right, you can get these crazy realistic looking textures for your own Blender models. Go ahead and check Southern Shoddy out. Up next, we have Boom by however you pronounce that name. This film was kind of random that I stumbled across it, but very fun. Gotta love a good Dodo film. Really nice animation. I would honestly believe you if you said this was one of those shorts that played before a movie, like at a Pixar. It's good. You can probably take a guess at what the boom is referencing. But this story is actually a little deeper than that. This one's quite a good one. Check it out. Up next, we have this absolute gut buster of The Mist. I don't know if I have been sleeping on Noodle and Bun, but I have not heard of this before. Apparently, they have a lot of animations starring these two nincompoops. I just really love the realistic kind of janky animation. Like, it feels like a puppet, but it's not. Well done. Up next, we have our first live action short here by Luca and Dino called The Slice of Life. This one, I am a little late to, gonna be real, but I have been watching all of Luca and Dino's behind the scenes footage of how they made this and how they're making their new upcoming film, Splashback. Check that one out when it comes out. I know it's going to be a banger. But this one is so impressive. I mean, look at this. This is like Blade Runner, the original one, the good one, but on like no budget. These guys really know what they're doing when it comes to working with these practical mixed with digital effects. Check this one out. Up next, we have The Ballad of Mad Dog Quinn by Matt Innes. This one really surprised me. Another one of those films on Dust. If you're not familiar with Dust, they upload sci-fi shorts every single week. Some of them are hit or miss. This one was quite a banger. Definitely go check out The Ballad of Mad Dog Quinn for a dystopian, heartfelt film. Up next, we have Death and Ramen by Tiger G. Yes, that is right. You are seeing that correctly. This is Bobby Lee in a short film. He be doing that. This is pretty dang good. Bobby Lee, some of you may not know him for his acting. You might be more familiar with his podcast or comedy, but he is in fact originally an actor, and boy, does he do a fantastic job in this film. I really think he should get back into it. Somebody got to give this man more roles. Just look at that. He is a beautifully depressed man. He works perfectly for this film. Definitely go check out Death and Ramen. And finally, we have Am I Actually a Filmmaker by Volandes. This guy, if you haven't been seeing the videos he putting out, his photography, his videography, his composition, his color, his everything is something else. He doesn't have too many narrative pieces at the moment, but if you are looking for somebody to give you a beautiful ass tutorial, look no further than Volandes. This man's built different. He's creating that culture that we all need in the filmmaking industry right now. We need someone like Volandes. This man's carrying it all. Definitely go check out his videos. This one in particular, if you are also someone who's confused about where you are in the creative space. Check it out. All right, guys, that's all of the films. That's 10 short films. Let me know which one of these is your favorite. Please go check out as many of them that interest you here. I got all the links down in the description. Make sure to show love. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.